that'll put the division at all 1-1. That'll be 1-1. Luminators are going to be 0-2 after this week. And so will the Frosty Paws. Am I starting the clock? Now?
Welcome back to the Jacked Up Fantasy Football League weekly show. It's time to preview all week two's matchups. The show, as always, is hosted by the back-to-back league champion, the Archon Tigers.
We forgot our sponsor in the first show.
That's right. Well, during a commercial break, Heineken Light, as always, is our sponsor all year round. Archon Tigers. Is that you drinking a Heineken Light in that cup?
Yeah, it might have been a Corona at that point. Because I was just introduced to the Heineken in the can at that party.
It's pretty good, actually.
It is cold. Good.
All right, we have only 10 minutes here, so let's quickly preview all matchups for week 2. T-Mac Attack versus the Serb Destroyers. T-Mac Attack is 1-0. Serb Destroyers 0-1. A slight favorite is T-Mac Attack here. However, Serb Destroyers has Hakeem Nicks on the bench for now. If he plays, that will change and he'll become the favorite. Who do you like in this match?
I like Jake simply because he has two favorable matchups that I like. I like the young kid from Tampa. We scouted him last week. Williams, the receiver. I like what I saw of him.
But would you have started him ahead of Malcolm Floyd?
Last week?
This week? Because he's got Floyd on the bench.
I think I got to go with the kid.
Who the hell is that guy he picked up? I don't even know who he is.
Larod Howlings.
No, what's his full name?
Larod Hawkins. I don't even know.
It's like a law firm.
I mean, come on. What the hell was that?
I mean, isn't McGahee available? He scored a touchdown.
Well,
what's his reasoning behind?
I'm not gonna.
I haven't
give my opinions on who's available because we're still looking for our own teams. The only reason I'm picking Serb Destroyers to win this game, I think Brady's gonna get his mouth punched by the Jets defense this week. They're one pissed off bunch losing on Monday night, and they're going to make his life miserable. You got the Randy Moss contract talks going on. I don't know how they're going to handle this. Belichick's a great coach. He usually tames that kind of stuff, but I think this is going to get out of hand soon.
Well, I like the Serb Destroyers if Hakeem Nicks plays. So by the time we get to Sunday, if he has him in the starting lineup, I like Jake. You like Jake as well?
I like Jake.
Okay. We both agree. Frosty Paws, a double-digit favorite against the team that just scored the most points last week in the prime timers.
I don't understand how Vegas came up with that line.
I mean, when I saw this, I thought it was a misprint. You know.
Yeah, but you have the Paws winning, don't you?
You know what? I have them winning, but this is a close game.
I hate to spoil that.
But this is a close game. I do have Frosty Paws winning. I don't know. I just think somehow he's going to squeak it out.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Here's why. Cutler is going up against Dallas at Dallas. Forte, again, at Dallas. I think Chris Johnson against the Pittsburgh defense. He's got some tough matchups. So everyone that scored like over 30 points last week's got tough defensive matchups.
I'm simply picking Ryan because he punched his opponent in the mouth last week, and you got to respect that. The Paws, till they do something, I can't pick them. They have a crappy team. They got Marino and Barber starting. I think those guys are terrible. So
I agree.
I don't know.
Well, I do think that Barber's going to have some points against the Bears.
If I am my brother, and I'm not, but if I am, I start Aromashodu and Tomlinson this week, just to take away from Cutler.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
That's my strategy.
So who do you like in this game?
I like the prime timers.
Okay. Well, the prime timers couldn't have started the season any easier or any better with two easy teams on the
I
schedule.
hope I'm wrong though.
Yeah.
Because starting out 2-0, we're never going to hear the end of it.
I was going to have this my upset special, but on paper it's technically not. So, whatever.
And you're picking just to be.
You're
going with the Paws?
I'm going with the Paws.
Okay.
Frosty Paws, baby. TNT and the Playmakers. TNT as of tonight. We're doing this Thursday night, so these lines could change. But as of tonight, TNT is an 8-point favorite against the Playmakers. You know, division rivals. TNT has had my number in the past. We've played like the more times than anyone's ever played, and I think Arian Foster comes back down to earth. You know, against the Washington Redskins defense on the road. But then again, I have some tough matchups as well on the road.
Yeah, I don't like your matchups. I have TNT winning this game by 2 touchdowns. it's probably going to be the highest margin of victory this week, just simply because you have MJD and Pierre Thomas on the road, West Coast,
Tough team.
going against San Diego and San Francisco. His stud wideouts are both at home. Jennings against Buffalo and Roddy White against Arizona. I like TNT in this game.
The only way I think I win this game is if Tony Romo goes off and San Diego's defense goes off. Last week they gave me 2 points. They got to pick it up. If they both go off, I win the game. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. But I'm going to pick myself. I always do.
I like TNT.
Okay.
I don't like them personally, but I like them in this game.
Yeah, after last Sunday.
So,
But we talked about that in the recap, week 1 recap show. Eliminators and the Cocoa Puffs. The Cocoa Puffs is a 4-point favorite here. I mean, 2 teams that scored a combined like 120 points last week. A combined 120. So, you know, offensive struggles for both teams. This is a toss-up. I mean, you got a quarter.
I agree with Vegas, and I agree with you. I think it's going to be a close game. I think the difference will be Matt Ryan and his home opener this week against Arizona. That's going to be a big thing. And other than that, I don't like any of these guys' players. Eliminators has Sproles starting still.
Yeah.
I can't say that too many more times, but he does. And Coco, you with Brandon Jacobs, give it up already. You got to look for something else.
Well, he's a homer. I mean, he's a Giants fan, so he's playing Jacobs. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't have a problem with Jacobs against the Colts because look at what the Colts gave up last week.
Right.
You
Well,
know?
he has nothing else. So.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, obviously he can get some rushing yards there, but I don't understand the logic between Ryan Matthews and Sproles. I don't get it.
Let's not overanalyze.
But he did pick up Brandon Jacobs. But
So
you know,
you like who?
I'm going to take eliminators here. But again, I mean, if you got a quarter right now, and I
One of
flip
these
it-
guys is going to get their first win. We're assured of that.
Yeah,
So.
but the way they started the season, I mean, we've already talked way too much about this game. Bulldogs against the High Flyers. High Flyers are a 4-point favorite. And for this game, I think Michael, again, this is a tough game to pick, but I think Michael squeaks out a victory here against the Bulldogs. I think the Bulldogs are going to, you know, again, Manning is not going to have 44 points. Mendenhall is not going to have that many rushing yards against a tough Tennessee defense. I like the High Flyers.
I like the High Flyers simply because I think Brett Favre gets it together, gets in sync with his wideouts. That first game he had, you could just tell that he hasn't really gotten a lot of work with them. And also, he has Ocho and T.O. going against Baltimore with no Ed Reed. I love that.
Okay. But then again, look what Baltimore did. Again, I mean the passing offense.
It was the Jets. Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
You can't even compare the two.
Yeah, you're right. And last but not least, you know, Farmers 10, the biggest point spread of the week here. And, you know.
Well, what's the reason behind that?
The reason behind it is because you don't have a quarterback as of right now.
I have a 0 inside.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's talk about that for a second because, I mean, you got Roethlisberger on the bench, who, of course, is probably somewhere in Georgia picking up 20-year-olds. And then you got Cobb,
where did I have him? I picked him in what round? 4th round? I might be getting rid of this guy this week.
5th round.
That's
5th round pick.
5th round.
Yeah.
But I really liked him going into this year, and I might have to cut him this week.
2 days in a row, he passed the concussion test. The guy still thinks it's Sunday, and he still thinks he's playing the Packers.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you pick up a quarterback, I don't really care who you pick up. As long as you have a quarterback, as long as you don't pull a Randy from last year.
I might have to pull a Randy because I don't want to cut either of these guys.
But if you play a quarterback, you blow out the Farmers 10. Your
Really?
matchups, I love all your matchups.
Can you explain that? Because I don't see it on paper.
I like the Browns at home against the Chiefs.
The defense?
Yes,
Okay.
defense. I like your running backs. I looked at all this.
Steven Jackson's banged up.
Steven Jackson, he's going to play. Dude, he's always banged up. He's
But
been hurt for 4
playing against
years.
the tough Oakland defense. So I
Dude,
don't
tough
know.
Oakland defense. Look what Chris Johnson did last week.
That's-
Javon Ringer
That's Chris Johnson.
and Javon Ringer.
Wow.
Both whoever carried the ball in that game gained like 5-6 yards.
Believe me,
a game.
I hope you're right on this one.
I think Jackson has a good game. I think McCoy has a good game against Detroit. I think Fitzgerald has a good game. in the Dome in Atlanta.
So are you-
Bolden has a good game against Cincinnati.
So you're a Derek Anderson believer then?
No, I just think that, like you said about Favre, they're going to put it together, and they're going to. I think all your guys are going to score touchdowns.
Maybe I pick up Derek Anderson this week and have that explosive.
As long as
we're
you
going
pick
to the
up-
game, so we might as well root for him.
Yeah, actually, we'll be there at the Falcons-Cardinals game, so you should pick up Derek Anderson.
Maybe we'll see.
So,
He is my Facebook friend.
yeah, but I mean, we did talk to Larry Fitzgerald. He is excited about the Falcons game, and we'll try to see him before the game. If not, but I think good matchup here for him. All your guys have good matchups. I'm picking the Archon Tigers. Again, as long as you have a quarterback, you destroy the Farmers Tan. Destroy.
I don't think I'll destroy him. I think I win this game, but it's going to be a close game. I think I win by 6 points. That's all I have to say on that one.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have. Good luck to everyone this week.
Except TNT.
Of course, except TNT.
But I do want him to win.
Why?
But I don't like him.
Do you not like him or do you?
I'm mad at him still. I don't care how many times you hugged me.
I think he knows you're mad at him because you know what? He hasn't called you or me all week. But
Be ashamed.
I don't want to, spend any more TV time here talking about
All right, we have 10 seconds. You want to
Do it.
rip on him some more?
Fuck you, TNT.
You're a fucking asshole. Throwing chicken wings? What are you, fucking 8 years old?
On that note, good luck to everyone this week except for TNT. Peace.